Welcome back. Welcome back. Here to talk a little Brooklyn Nets, a team that, if it wasn't for Finn, I didn't think we would be talking about very much this year. However, this team is surprising me. Just beat the Milwaukee Bucks, got a tough one against the Nuggets tonight, but I weirdly like their chances. Finn, give us your status update on the team, because for a team that had a win projection of 20, this is it's looking pretty promising.
And if you're a casual fan and you don't watch the games, you're not going to understand where I'm coming from. That's fine. No one's going to blame you for it. I understand. There's a narrative that's being pushed right now that they're not a good team. That's fine. We have guys, okay, and this is what I explained to Matt on the phone the other day. The NBA is so good now that this team would beat the Trevor Booker 2017 team by 1,000 points, and we theoretically would have a worse record this year because every week you look at the schedule, it seems like there's an all-star caliber player on the other team. Blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? The competition is unbelievable, and that's not just in the East; it's in the entire NBA. Number one. Number two, it's a really tough spot as a Nets fan to be in because you'd like to tank. You want the number one pick, obviously. Awesome 3-and-D guys. Awesome, I think, immediate impact guys coming out of the draft next year that you want to get your hands on. But this team right now is electric, undeniably electric. 2 flagrants in 3 games, and the bench is loving it. Coach is holding back Schroeder from a fight with Connaughton. Okay, we're playing physical. Noah Clowney's playing physical. Jared Wilson's playing physical. Clax is dropping full hammers in the fast break. We're setting the tone. Like, this is exactly what Cam said in the preseason. Don't take this team lightly. It's easy to look up and down the roster and take this team lightly. We got guys stepping up who are playing unbelievable basketball, and I'm going to list them right now very briefly. Ben Simmons, when he's getting time, I understand the Ben Simmons slander. I understand the Ben Simmons situation. Ben looks awesome. His stats do not reflect his play thus far. He hasn't been playing that many minutes. He's a lot of hockey assists, A. B, a lot of assists that aren't going through the net. Guys are missing open threes, which we're going to get to right now. Cam Johnson. I swear on my mother's life, I would pay Cam Johnson's salary out for him never to step foot in the stadium again. He's potentially the worst starting basketball player in the NBA. And this isn't just I'm dead serious. This isn't just a fan take. He is horrible. He shouldn't even have a job. Okay. And you go down the list. You got Clax taking it coast to coast, giving me the Giannis flash that he does once every 3 games every year. It's so fucking annoying, but he looks great. He didn't start the first game. We're working him back in. He looks very good. This kid Jarrett Wilson's a phenomenal. Jalen Wilson's a phenomenal defender. I love how physical he is. I love how he's picking up Dame full court. He's picking up Trey full court as well. I had Slim texting me on the side. This kid Jarrett Wilson's phenomenal defender. Okay, I like his offensive. I mean, he has decent prowess. He can shoot the ball. He makes open threes. That's fine. Whatever. Cam looks great. Cam is leading the NBA in second half points. Cam's leading the NBA in second half 3-point field goals made. Cam's leading the NBA in second half field goal percentage. These are facts. Averaging 23 in the second half. Shooting 75%. I'm going to pass out. I'm talking so much. Schroeder's actually a dog. I take back what I said about Schroeder. Schroeder's a leader of men. You see him turn around in the tunnel to defend Ben Simmons, and that kid called Ben Simmons a pussy. Turned around immediately. What'd you say? You want to say it again? And then who comes running right next to him? Clax, Cam. All the boys are swarming, which I love, dude. The team's connected. You want to talk Noah Clowney? This guy, Noah Clowney, is real deal. Me and Matt have had several dialogues about this guy, Noah Clowney. I thought I'm confused with KD on a pull-up, a hezzy pull-up he hit in the right short corner the other day, game 2.
That's disrespectful to KD.
I got him confused because you got a guy wearing, you got Shake Milton running around wearing number 7. I'm merging players with my eyes, and I go, is it KD? Just take a short corner pull-up, hezzy pull-up? Noah Clowney has a trigger finger. Kid straight out of Alabama. I love his length. I love his physicality. He had a great into the body finish last week, and he absorbed contact and laid. I believe it was on Giannis. It may have been on Brook Lopez. It was one of the two. I love him shooting the ball. Obviously, you're not going to shoot the ball great. You're 6'10". You're straight out of college. He's just letting him fly. I think he took 8 threes last game in 15 minutes, which is unbelievable for a 6'10" forward. We should be starting him and Clax together. That's a whole other conversation that we can have in a little bit. And lastly, I want to wrap it up with Coach. Coach is awesome, electric. I'm not going to go into detail about this, but look at his shoes. The guy's wearing Nets shoes. That's electric. He's holding back Dennis in that scrum. And then he's going to Pat Connaughton. You're good. I got him. That's my guy. I got him. I know my guys. Turns back around to Dennis. Here's the vibes of the team. It's a 2019 Nets team vibe. And that's where the conversation leads us where, okay, we want to lose, we want to lose, we want to lose. This team is far more electric than the team last year. And the team last year on paper was much better. Dorian Finney-Smith has been pretty poor. Trenton Watford hasn't played. Duran hasn't played. But this team is electric. And I don't know how much you guys have watched. I know Slim watched the Hawks game. They didn't look great against the Hawks. And I don't know how much of the Bucks game you watched, Matt, but that Bucks game, that second half, we went on a 25-4 run in the fourth quarter, and we held the Bucks under 100 points. Our bench unit gave up like 15 points in 5 minutes. It was horrible. They cut it to 9 from 20. We almost had to sub our starters in with 50 seconds left. But defensively, everybody's on a string. Everybody's been aligned. Coach has Cam playing great defense. Coach has this kid, like I said, Jared Wilson playing great defense. Clax is getting 2-3 blocks a game. It's such a confusing spot for me to be in right now. I really, really have been looking forward to this, and I'm really excited to hear what you guys have to say. I don't know if I missed any players off the top of my head. If I did, I'll get back to them. I've just had a lot. I've been thinking about this team a lot, man. This team might be special. Thanks, guys.
That might have been the longest uninterrupted thing of all time on this channel, besides Matt's tears, which I don't even know if it went that long. But no, I am happy for you. I'm glad you're having a good time. I am.
We're fun.
Yeah, that's all you can ask for in this situation. Like, this team's not competing for titles. It's not doing anything like that. But if they can be bad and fun, that's best case scenario.
Yeah.
So for the Nets, I mean, I'm about to watch them tonight versus the Nuggets, but I'm just excited to see how everyone kind of fits. Also, like, I did in our match tier segment, I did a thing where I was saying I need to see 3 guys. You need to see 3 guys that you want to build around long term. And I do
Please say what I think you're going to say.
And I do think you're starting to see the flashes of 3 guys that could be your guys.
Please say what I think you're going to say.
I think you have Cam Thomas. I think you have Nick Claxton, and I think you have Noah Clowney.
I love that you're on this. I love that you're on this.
I don't know if that's
special, man.
I don't know if Clowney is or Claxton or even Cam Thomas is going to be like a 1 in the NBA ever. I don't know if that's ever going to happen.
Clax won't. CT just might do. This kid's really special.
Like, I don't know if they're going to be there, but like they're enough to, if you put them on championship teams, they would make an impact. I think that's the most important thing. And so if you can have 3 of those guys and be decent, then that's a step in the right direction. I think you're going to probably get one in the draft. And if you're projecting out, if you're still a bottom of the league, you get Cooper Flagg or Ace Bailey. I think both of those guys will turn out to be number ones, or even Dylan Harper. I think he's also going to be awesome. But for this team, I think the biggest thing is just finding who you want to actually keep on this team long term. Like, Dennis Schroeder's good, Ben Simmons is cool, but like, these guys aren't going to be on your team long term. You want to figure out the 3 that you actually want to extend, even though you already extended Cam Johnson, which was quite the move.
I'm not kidding. He's by far the worst starter in the NBA. Find me one who's worse. Seriously.
I'll find one. Give me a minute.
I'm dead serious. While Slim's talking, why don't you take a look? Because I'm 100% serious.
In the meantime, shout out to War Day. Love Day was a phenomenal first way to kick off the season. My twin now got his ass whooped, but it was a great game, phenomenal game. I like the cat Jalen Wilson a lot, and there's a Williamson on your team. Am I correct?
Yeah.
I like
1, Zaire Williams.
Yeah, or Williams. Yeah. I like that cat. I think
he's getting a lot of burn, man. He's playing a lot of minutes.
I think him and Jalen are the guys to, trust to, really get some burn. I think Jalen could definitely start, at some point in his career. I trust CT. I know Dennis is, doing some things for your squad.
He's a great floor general.
I found one.
Go ahead.
Toumani Camara.
He's not worse.
He is averaging 7.5 3 assists per game and 3 rebounds.
Okay, Cam Johnson is
Actually,
averaging.
he is shooting 50% from three, so maybe not.
Cam Johnson's averaging 10, 1, and 3. Shooting. What percent?
I'll find it.
But I like those
Shooting
guys.
fucking 24% from 3 and 37% from the field. Taking
Yeah, it's not great.
layups.
Go hard on them boys. Salute.
Yeah, it's not great.
Hate him.
Zaire Williams.
Yep.
Jalen Wilson.
Yep.
Love those cats. Cam Thomas.
Noah Clowney.
Nice. Noah Clowney. Nice.
Can I formally apologize? I'll take this opportunity to formally apologize about Noah Clowney.
Fuck that. You gotta apologize.
No, he has to. He has to.
I
He's
have
the-
to. I have to put the hand up here.
Okay.
I need to put the hand up.
Shout out Ice Brooklyn, by the way, for this.
Shout out
comment.
Ice Brooklyn 01. He's a long-term fan. This guy's a great guy. I've talked to him in the comments before. He's a great guy. He called me out on my bullshit. I said Noah Clowney was a fraud this summer. I didn't love his minutes in summer league. He definitely looked good, but he didn't look like this. It looks like he touched the Monstars ball. And Ice Brooklyn called me out for that immediately in the comments. And I needed to rescind what I said about Noah Clowney because I think him and Clax, not to glaze Matt, but I think we could be looking at a Mobley, a very much so more versatile Mobley Allen type of situation in the sense that I think Clax is far more versatile than Jared Allen. He's not as good of a defender, but he's far more versatile. He goes coast to coast. I've never seen Jared Allen take the ball coast to coast, Euro step, and lay Giannis with his offhand. I've just never seen Jared Allen do that, and I watched him play for my own.
Nick Claxton is an abysmal passer.
I think that he's 23 years old, man. You got to give him time to develop. Jared Allen's like 28, 27.
He's 26, but yeah.
26, whatever, dude. That's 3 years from now. Like, you got to let these
Jared
guys
Allen's only 26.
It's a field.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, I think that him and Clowney are interesting because Clowney's posted up in the corner, taking all these threes, taking hezzy pull-up midi jump shots. He's 6'10", 6'11" with shoes. You got two guys who are almost 7 feet, who are both skinny and not that strong, but are both very young. Noah Clowney's 21, Clax is 23. He just turned 23. And I don't know.
They could be good.
I think they could be a good two bigs. And me and Matt had a whole dialogue about this, which I think we should make a whole video about the way the NBA is going with two bigs.
Yeah, we actually should do that.
I think two bigs is going to be the way the NBA starts to move. It's going to be a stretch the floor big, and it's going to be a shot blocking, lob catching big. That's the way the NBA is moving, and that's exactly what we have in those two. And then real quick, I want to do a quick CT soliloquy where everybody knows Cam Thomas right now is my favorite active player in the NBA. This is not a bit. I've loved Cam Thomas ever since he was a rookie, ever since he beat KD in post-up one-on-ones 2021. I've been talking about this for 3 years now. Okay, Cam Thomas is the real deal. He's a real deal scorer in the NBA. And I think he's a top 5 guy that you need a bucket, put the ball in his hands. He's great with his body. Okay, he's put on a lot of weight. He's defending great. He's passing great. Okay, he's still taking horrible shots, but guys like that are always going to take horrible shots. 50% of the time, day by day, he makes them. So I have no problem with him. The kid's averaging 31. He's the 6th leading scorer in the NBA, and it's 3 games in, and we did this whole song and dance last year, but I'm telling you, like, he's a winner as well. He won in high school. They didn't win in college, but he was a leading scorer in the nation in college. Like, this is not just like, oh, I love the Nets. I think Cam Thomas is a great scorer situation. I think this kid is a real deal NBA player who just turned 23.
Yeah. I mean, I hope the best for the Nets. I hope the best for the Nets, local love. But that's going to be it for this one. If you want to watch Cavs video, Matt's Tears, which you definitely should watch.
I know the Cavs video wasn't as electric as that.
Oh, you'll see. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace.